Welcome back. I'm your host, Renata-and, a creativity coach for neurodivergent and multi-passionate women of color. And in this show, we talk about all things creativity as it relates to our self-discovery and healing journey. Let's get started. If you have been feeling overwhelmed, creatively drained, or stuck in self-doubt, this episode is for you. In today's show, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of what it's like to work with me and what you can expect from creativity coaching. I want to share my approach, what makes it unique, how I hold space for clients, and most importantly, my philosophy for working with multi passionate and neurodivergent women of color. My hope is that by the end of the episode, you will have a better idea of what creativity coaching with me looks like and how this can support you in your self discovery and healing journey. If this sounds exciting and you want to learn more, then keep listening, keep watching if you're on YouTube, and let's get into it. Let's start off by talking about what makes my coaching approach unique. And the first thing that I want to talk about is my focus on the needs and struggles of neurodivergent, more specifically, ADHD and ADHD women who are also multi passionate and are also women of color. And the struggles that we face based on our intersecting identities. And many of these struggles include things like feeling overwhelmed, feeling drained, whether that's emotionally, physically, spiritually, feeling stuck in self doubt, feeling guilt. And also, many clients come to me feeling like they have to be more productive or like they need to pick one career path. And if you are someone who is always bouncing between ideas, but never feeling like you're doing enough, I want to ask you a question. What if this wasn't a flaw, but part of your creative magic? The other thing that makes my approach unique is that we are using creativity as a vehicle for self discovery and healing. So it's less about making perfect art and more about the experience of art making. And the reason why this approach is refreshing and effective is because a lot of us are tired of talking about our problems and we are looking for a different way to do things. Also, creativity and art making allow us not only to engage our mind, but also our body and all of our senses, which makes this a holistic experience. So I want to ask you to think about this. Have you ever found yourself feeling resistance when prompted to think or talk about things that you have been dealing with, that you have been struggling with? Because I bet you have. I have also found that to get to the core of a lot of the problems that we are dealing with, we have to approach it from a more creative way, not from a logical and rigid way of thinking, but instead by letting our unconscious mind speak to us, communicate to us through the process of art making so that we don't get caught up in our heads and constantly analyzing things because we are so prone to overthinking. Next, I want to share with you more about how I hold space for clients. And I do this by creating a space where clients don't feel like they have to justify their creative process or explain why they struggle with certain things. I just get it because I've been there just like you have. I also help clients release guilt for not being productive enough. And instead, we get curious about what actually nourishes them. And through reflective questions, intuitive guidance, and creative exercises like collage, I help clients discover new ways of seeing themselves with more self compassion and less pressure to conform to neurotypical ways of doing things. Now, I'm going to share more about my philosophy when it comes to working with multi passionate and neurodivergent women of color. And this is guided by four key principles. The first is that there is nothing wrong with you. You just live in a neurotypical left brain world where everyone is expected to conform and to do things in one way. The second is that you don't have to pick a lane. You can create your own, and we can explore this in a low pressure way. Also, you are creative even if you don't think of yourself as such. And most importantly, you don't have to earn your right to self expression. And lastly, all the answers that you're looking for outside of yourself can be found when you look within, and you can trust yourself in doing this. We are now coming to the end of the episode. And if any of what I shared today resonated with you, I invite you to check out my new coaching program, Rediscover Play through Art Making. This is a 6-week journey to help you to let go of control, self doubt, and perfectionism while embracing creativity with curiosity and joy. Through simple, expressive art making exercises, you'll discover how to quiet your busy mind, reconnect with your intuition, and tap into the wisdom of your inner child. You don't need any previous art experience, just the willingness to have fun and explore. And I currently only have 3 spots open for new coaching clients. And these spots are first come, first serve. And once they're filled, I won't be opening new spots again until later in the year. So if this is something that you're interested in, I highly encourage you to apply. And you can find the link in the show's description, or you can visit my website at renata-and to get started. And even if right now it's not the best time for us to work together, I hope that this episode gave you more clarity and a better sense of what to expect when it comes to creativity coaching. And better yet, how this can support you in your personal growth and healing journey. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. I'm here to support you and cheer you on. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you on the next one. Until then, stay creative. Bye.